Hey up, guys, I'm Vince, and welcome back to Automation Campaign Mode, and I'm super hyped about this because it's been a long time since we've done Campaign. I love Campaign for multiple reasons, as you can see. And the game is finally updated. I mean, finally, it's been a long time. Updated to the Aliceberry branch. Actually, this is Alrima. Forget what I just said. This is the Alrima version. A bunch of changes. They're on the screen right now, and we're finally hopping in. New company. This is Express Motors, and I have a plan to not fail immediately and suck. Yeah, we're gonna be rolling off of this custom preset right here. We're gonna start at 200 million, which is based off of the medium difficulty. We're gonna start with level 3 dealerships, medium market volatility. Our competitive difficulty is gonna be 100%, which is I guess realistic. Everything else is set to what I would assume would be a realistic. You're starting a company with $200 million of investor money or whatever. Our score multiplier is almost 0.50. Not super crazy. I'm not great at campaign, but I will, try my best. Yes, there you can see it. Alrima, yeah, that's how you pronounce it. So we got a level 3 company. The year is 1946, and we can currently sell cars in Gazmia and Hedvisia. So let's do that. But we got to build first, because every time I try to build a family car, I spend too much money, and it's a horrible idea. Everything else isn't super profitable. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here and we're gonna go try to build a light delivery vehicle. We're not gonna touch any of this yet, and we're gonna manually design it. Now there's been a couple new things added to the game, like bodies and whatnot, but we're gonna go back to the old days and pick probably one of the OG ones. These are all the start of the game ones right here. We could go with this. These are kind of European. Alright, here it is right here. I think I'm going to go with the 110 wheelbase fat fender right here. Because as you can see, it's got a bunch of different versions. We can go an SUV, a pickup truck. And because it's a van, it's basically going to ride on like one type of chassis. So as we go along, we can add in a SUV variant to the lineup. Or a pickup truck version completely. I mean, we're going to have to build a different model for the pickup truck, but we're going to have the familiarity there with what we just built. So, starting off, we're going to go with steel. That does require steel presses, but it's going to make it a lot cheaper. And then we're going to have it on a heavy-duty ladder frame, which I don't think is more expensive. Let's see. We have a better familiarity with heavy-duty, so I think we're going to go with that anyways. It takes a little bit longer to engineer. Looks like it's a little bit more expensive, and it's definitely heavier and harder to produce. But we do not care, because it's going to be heavy-duty, and that's like a big marketing point right there. And this would be front longitudinal, coil, and leaf. And now for quality, I'm not going to put anything into quality starting off. I'll slowly start putting quality in the thing, see what happens. We're going to use this van, and we want as much usable cargo space as possible. We want to make this thing long and large, so you can put as much junk and as much crap and whatever you need to move as possible in this thing. And later I'll go around, make it look a little bit cooler. We are not worried about how it looks so far, and it's going to be rear-wheel drive. Now for the engine, I believe we're just going to go with a relatively small inline 6, something like a 3-liter. We want it to be pretty torquey, so we're maybe like a 3.5-liter. And it's going to be a push rod, since we have 44% familiarity in that. That's really good. And we're going to go with iron head. We're going to put one quality into that because we want this to be very reliable. I know that's one thing that probably definitely matters to this car. It needs to be reliable. We're going to keep all this cast for now. I really don't want to have any forged in here. We don't want to have to add anything else to the factory setup. I want to keep as much money in our bank in these like starting years as possible as a little bit of a safety net. It is not going to be supercharged, as cool as that would be. We're also going to go with a single barrel eco carburetor to start off with. I hope we could keep that because of the we're also going to go with a single barrel eco carbs twin carb setup because I like the how do I say this? We're also going to go with a single barrel eco twin carb because of the reliability buff that this gives over just a normal single barrel, even though it is a little restricting. And then we're going to go with leaded gasoline, regular, And then we're just going to go with standard manifold for now. And then over here for the headers, we're just going to go for cast low, single exhaust. No catalytic converter because they have not been invented yet and we don't need them. No baffled first muffler and no second muffler. Alright, so immediately, engine's blowing up. So we're going to go over here. We're going to lower this RPM limit. 3,700, actually, yeah, that can pretty much stay where it is. The springs and lifters, they can definitely come down. Cam profile, estimated peak torque RPM at 5,100 RPM. No, our cam profile is going to be at like 2,600. Our compression can probably be raised quite a bit, but as you can see, engine's just blowing up. So our crank needs to be cast iron heavy, cast heavy. Crank low-key wants to be made of steel. I mean forged steel. I don't think that's gonna really happen. Okay, currently our reliability is 56, and everything else is kind of crap. I'm gonna be for real. 25% engine efficiency. Let's look over here. Our material cost is really low. Oh, that's just for the fuel system. Oh. That's because we have a garbage fuel system. For some reason, our like bottom end is just like horrible. Man, this engine blows up at 82,000 miles. I've never seen this before. Ah, yes, I see. Why? Why are your fuel system garbage? Stop it. Be better. What? Huh. I thought that fuel system was better, bro. I thought the eco one was better. Hello? Goofy. Okay, it went up to 122,000 miles. Nice. Looks like our crank and the smoothness of the engine is the issue here. Okay. $125,000 engine, bro. No. More. Alright, I think this is gonna be our engine for now. This is kind of a weird engine for me. Makes no sense. I think this is unrealistic. I mean, it says it's relatively reliable. I don't know. Maybe we just suck at building engines. But this engine's gonna blow up in 128,000 miles, which maybe in the late 40s, which was a good thing. I mean, cars didn't really, like, they rolled over instead of hitting 100,000 miles on the odometer. They just rolled over again. So who knows? Anyways. Service cost $286. That's probably not too much. Engine efficiency is 23. That's not super good. Material cost, it's pretty cheap. Production units is pretty good. Engineering's gonna take a while, it looks like. Maybe. It's not that responsive. It's pretty smooth. It's not that loud. Cooling, it's not that bad. And 67% reliability, and it only weighs 600 pounds. That's not bad. And it's got a 56% performance index, so we could put it into something that's like a more luxurious car in the future. Since it is smooth, we can make a version of it that's for like cars or whatever. And there it is. That's what it looks like. You can hear it if you want. Yeah. You heard basically nothing. We're also gonna paint it. Let's paint it a color. Let's paint it blue. Yeah, we're Ford. And valve cover, make the valve cover red. Look how nice that is. And it will make the intake manifold a nice darker color. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that a nice looking engine? Anyways, there's your stats. Bully me in the comments if you think that's bad. Let me know what you think I should do in the future. And then over here, it's going to be a free speed. Since it doesn't need to go that fast, I'm going to only I'm going to gear it up to like 90 miles an hour. Hopefully, we're going to have a little bit of third gear being an overdrive. Spread's going to be pretty low. It's going to have a pretty close ratio. And first gear is going to go up to like 30 miles an hour. It's going to have an open differential. And then for the tires, I think I can go for utility tires. Yes. And now on the size, I believe 15s would be good. They are going to be larger. 195s, I guess we'll go with 205s. With the 205s, we'll poke them out just so they look better. And then we're going to go with heavy duty steel. Put 1 into quality there. And 2 into quality for the transmission. We want to have a good transmission. No under tray. And then we're going to add a bunch of extra cooling. And even a little bit extra airflow. Now for the seats, we're not going to have any in the back and a bench in the front, I believe. And then we're going to go basic interior and no entertainment. The weight, not the weight. The weight does not matter, honestly. If we make it heavier, it makes it more reliable. So I will make it heavier. We'll put 1 into quality there. We're going to put our reticulating ball steering system in here with 1 in the quality on there to make it a little bit easier to drive this big old thing. And in safety, we're going to keep it in standard 40s. Take a little bit of quality out of there. And apparently it's a heavy delivery vehicle. Because it's not comfy. Alright. Well, I'm going to mess with this. And we're going to start getting better scores over here. And I guess we'll go from there. As you can see, our fuel economy is not great. That's probably messing with our scores right there. What is your issue? They care about the reliability, safety, and comfort. Do they care about comfort more than the heavy delivery? Okay. I know we can look at this. I forgot we can do this. Alright, our competitor scored 49 in drivability. Our competitor scores 0.1 in sportiness. We win! Our competitor scores 6 in comfortability. Let's see, how much is what's our money situation looking like? Our competitors score 51 in utility. Oof. We're beating them pretty good in cargo volume, though. How about reliability? We're beating them pretty good in reliability. We are not beating them in fuel economy. We're beating them in sportiness. And we're almost beating them in prestige. We're not beating them in safety. Okay. Back to the drawing board with light delivery here. We're almost doing good. We're almost doing very good. We don't actually need to cut costs as much as I thought we were really going to have to. How about heavy delivery? Let's see what we got here. We got to fix this drivability issue. Hold on. There we go. We got 6 in comfort right there. Boom. No desirability penalties. We're getting up there with our drivability. We're on par with our comfort. We're beating them in our prestige. Beating them with our safety. Working on practicality. Winning in footprint. Not winning off-road. Definitely winning in reliability. Fuel economy still doing pretty bad. And our utility score needs to be quite a lot better. Alright, fixed a little bit of our brake shade of this goofy ass brake tune right here. We're now finally at our competitor's sportiness at 0.1%. Messed up with our comfort a little bit because I had to mess with the brakes. Honestly, I don't even think it matters that much, man. It's also cheaper if we make these brakes just less good. Oh, and we got a point of sportiness back. We're so sick. The brakes are just gonna have to suck. The wheels, I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Okay, we're gonna go back over here, take some cooling out of it. We don't need this much cooling. We have way too much cooling capacity. I'm gonna bring himself back to like 60 right here. Made us way better on gas. Heck yeah. We definitely have some. We got some good things up on the competition. We're not as easy to drive, kind of by a lot. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Can't really make these things easy to drive. So let me know in the comments how I make this easy to drive according to the game. Because, bro, I have no clue. This looks like it'll be pretty good. We're way more reliable than them. That gives us a 23% desirability bonus. So that's a 200 score car right here and a 300 score car here right here. 10% reliability and 22%, affordability and 22% affordability right here. Not super affordable, shouldn't be that bad. Hopefully, once we get our name out there, people start buying our things. So, yeah. We're gonna design this, I'm gonna make it look pretty cool. I also named it the Runner. It's gonna be a van called the Runner because you run your items around, you know what I mean? And it's gonna be called the 100 instead of like the Type 1 or the Mach 1 or 150 or something like that, or 1500. It's just gonna be the 100, and then it's gonna be the VI 34 because it's a 6 inline 6, so VI, and then 34 because it's a 3.4 liter, and then A because it's the first variant ever. So A, boom. I will design this and I'll be right back. And here it is, the Runner 100. It's just a pretty simple van right here. It's gonna be really slow. We're gonna drive all these at the end of the video, all the couple vehicles that we build. And as you can see right here, it's mostly gonna be sold to heavy delivery. And yes, how much does this thing cost to build? $3,800 to build. Let's say if we sell it for like 9.5K, that should do pretty good there. That's 22% affordability at most right there. 805 score. That's really good. So I set out to make a light delivery vehicle, and again, even with keeping myself pretty chill with it, I still made a heavy delivery. That's fine. But because we made it a larger vehicle, we can just like put some seats in the back here. Now it's an SUV. The Runner Suburban. Yeah. I'm not stealing that from anybody. So let's keep this going. Let's see what we got going on here so far. As you can see, it gets 13 miles a gallon. That's not bad at all, honestly. So we're gonna keep this moving here. We're gonna set that design. And for now, I think we're just gonna work with the one trim, see if that sells. If people end up liking the vehicle, we're gonna add in a new version. Now, here's the part that I still have to work on. This is gonna be for our engineering of the vehicle itself. For some reason, it's not showing anything here, so I'm kind of confused. Our total engineering is 0. It's just gonna cost some money. I'm not gonna touch any of this then. I'm actually gonna bring this over here a little bit more to learning, so we learn more things. None of this is showing the proper. This is definitely not showing the proper numbers here. But I'm just gonna also set that a little bit more over here to learning. Keep all this normal for now. We're gonna come over here, edit our engine factory. And we are gonna keep this pretty good. Our load is all right. I'm not gonna mess with this anyways. We can mess with that from the main screen. Our labor is 7. Why is everything so cheap? This is looking really weird. Oh, here's our total construction cost of $7 million. That should be fine. This is for our engine. I'm going to keep our QA at 80%. Tooling quality can go up just a little bit. And we can have a little bit more automation in the automation. And then over here for our car factory, we're going to need to put steel presses. Apparently we can't. We're gonna have to spend a lot of money to put steel presses on this thing. Over $80 million. We're gonna have to spend $12 million. Ooh, wait, how much are we gonna spend? What? We're gonna have to spend $164 million. That's like all our money. But I guess we're gonna have to do it. So yeah, our engine factory is gonna start freaking out. We're gonna have to go back. We're not going to edit our engine factory over here at Ellisbury Motor Works. Our engine factories are way overworked. We're also going to have to make it a medium one. And we're also going to take out a loan, it looks like, for this project. But that's okay. We have a good credit rating. Most car companies probably would have to take out a loan anyways. And this van should be good enough to van properly. Okay, there we go. Now our engine factory should do good. I want our max shifts to be like 2, so we don't have to pay for as much. And I want to target like 1.5. That should be good. And I want it to be pretty automated for the tooling. We're going to bring that up to 6. All right. Now here's the big one. Bam. All right. I see green. Green is always good. Our profit margin is 50% on each vehicle, which means we're selling it for 8K like I put in there. We're going to be building 6,000 the first year with a profit of $119 per car. And yes. Let's do like a 50% deposit on it and set our break even for 5 years. Actually, this is a van, so we'll set it for 10 years. And because that's probably we're gonna do a new facelift. And actually, in 5 years, we're going to add new SUVs and stuff to it. And in 10 years, we're going to add a full new SUV or a facelift for the vehicle in general. Okay. Cool. Yeah, we're just going to start with this one model at first. And we're going to be building 1,070 of them. Hopefully, that's enough vehicles. Not really sure. It's gonna cost a lot of money, but we're gonna use this we're gonna use this loan. The loan's probably not gonna have to cover the whole thing. Our project's gonna cost $306 million. We are valued at 380, so I'm gonna bring this like a 60% loan coverage and hope that my estimation here is going to be fine. Alright, so we have an engine that has some tuning potential and is very under stressed in this configuration, and we got our first cargo van. It's larger than we wanted it to be, but that's fine. We don't have any exhaust regulations or any emissions yet, and this is just going to immediately just be a car. Okay, that's alright. That's kind of weird. Losing $8 million, but we are. Oh yeah. Why are we making money from a loan? What? It's not showing up in the right place. But as you can see, we are getting pre-orders. Let's go one more month. That's 1 month, and then boom, car should be selling. Are you selling? I'm confused. They're building them already. Okay, I guess they're building the car already. That's cool, I guess. I'm not really sure. Let's see. Our build quality is doing good. Our factory slowed down a little bit. Our recall chance is pretty high. Our shifts are 0. Well, I don't think they're actually being built yet. That doesn't like make any sense to me. Because the factory isn't even... The factory doesn't exist yet. Hello? Yeah. Factory utilization 0. Nothing. Okay, let's just get this moving to where the factory is actually like here. Boom. There you go. Now it's finished. Now we can go. Get out of here. There we go. As you can see, we're making a little bit of money out of that. Okay, we're losing a little bit of money. Credit score is pretty bad. I'm gonna click it. Boom. Profit. Not yet. We're overstaffed. We have staff for 2 shifts, but we're only doing 1.4. Okay. I will go over here into the motor. Why can I not edit the motor factory shifts? Hello. Do I have to do it from here? Do I have to edit your shifts from here? Factory. It's me. Edit your factory, bro. I just want to do that. Okay, so in the first month of cars, or selling these vans, we sold 2,200, well, 2,200 and 10, and we don't have many in stock. We have 400 vehicles in stock, but that's actually not that many. So let's edit our shifts and say our max shifts are 2.5, because we have an overstaffed engine factory. So let's boop that. And as you can see, now we are overstaffed. We only have staff for 1.5 units. Or shifts. Okay. We will target that then. Okay, my bad. Oopsie. Almost tanked the company right there. Now we're still selling. Desirability still at 200%. Factory utilization is really low. We're not putting this engine in enough things. So, what's that saying to me? Since both factories are overstaffed, they gotta build more things. Alright. Let's see. What are we spending money on? 3 mil. Loan. Car factory. We're overstaffed. Alright, let's keep moving it forward. We're just gonna be losing money, it looks like. But that's okay. It's alright to lose a little bit of money every once in a while. It's okay to be overstaffed a little bit. We're also going to market a little bit of reliability just so people start wanting to buy our cars a little bit more. Let's go forward a little bit. We low-key just need to build more cars. More cars. More cars. Sell more cars. Okay, maybe more money? Boom. More money. Yes, watch. No. Not more money. I'm gonna have to call in some help. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really excited for this. I'm really bad at this, like I said, so I'm gonna get some help from like the board of executives in the company. Yeah, I didn't tell you all about that yet, but I'm gonna bring other automation players in here to help me with this. I'm gonna sit them at the round table type shit. And yeah, we're gonna keep this company afloat. I like how we literally were valued at like 300 million earlier, but now we're in debt. So, you know, we got $190 million in debt and only $22 million in cash. This ain't going too well, but I'm gonna reach out to some people. These cargo vans are definitely gonna keep us afloat, so don't worry. Until next time, I'm VENZ. I'll see you guys later. I love you. Bye. Mwah.